My wonderful, beautiful, amazing Cancerians. I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general reading of past, present, future 9 card spread. I'm going to be using the regular tarot deck, clarify with the vampire deck, draw a special vampire card, draw a vampire oracle, and then draw 3 yes or no answers for thee. So let's get started on your reading. Okay. The general card is the 5 of Cups. So let's get started on the first row, which is also your past. You start off with 3 of Wands reversed, okay. Star Wish Fulfillment, Aquarius energy, or you can even have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo with the Ace of Pentacles. Wonderful. Okay. I'm kind of getting mixed senses here. On a positive note, it looks like that you didn't have to go out to go job hunting anymore because you got this wish fulfillment of getting this beautiful new job offering of the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, congratulations on reaching this beautiful milestone, this beautiful wish fulfillment, whatever it was. But either way, it just looked like that you just didn't have to put any more time and effort into something, and pretty much everything just worked out in your favor. Amazing. This could also be, even, for a lot of Cancerians, also maybe potential retirement where you pretty much didn't have to go anywhere, and, your star wish fulfillment of actually, being in the retirement zone, and then this is you actually getting a lot of money, or, your salary per month, or any kind of retirement, monthly, because, you don't have to put in more time and effort, and you pretty much just get money for free for that matter. But on a negative note, it could be, that the 3 of Wands reversed is also like not feeling incredibly prepared, for something. But yet, you did get some kind of star wish fulfillment, and you did get this new beginning. But yet, I'm wondering, it's like how the saying goes, be careful what you wish for because it may come true. Because the thing is, maybe you're not incredibly prepared to face this opportunity, this wish fulfillment and stuff like that. But that's why we're still going to have to clarify this, and especially, in the current and future row for that matter. But yeah, I'm just kind of a bit worried about the 3 of Wands in reverse, but we'll get to that soon. But I do love that you get some kind of beautiful star wish fulfillment either way, because I always feel like that hard work should always be paid off for that matter. In current times, you get your beautiful card of the Chariot. Nice. Hermit reverse, Virgo energy, but it came in reverse, so you're finally taking action. And yet you get the High Priestess reverse. It's about having, lack of clarity, and also about, not having the experience and stuff like that. So I'm kind of wondering if it could still be resonating from the 3 of Wands reversed, where you pretty much don't feel incredibly prepared about this voyage and stuff like that. Yes, I do see incredibly ambitious, and you're incredibly, you're moving quite fast. You're inspired, to head out of, away from the whole, Solitude Mountain or Mountain of Solitude, situation and stuff like that. But yet I'm kind of getting also a bit of like maybe a hint of buyer's remorse for that matter, but there's also a bit of lack of clarity for that matter. But it's also like having no kind of experience at all. And the thing is, if you feel like you're not prepared and stuff like that, okay, of course, that is, definitely, experience, of having no preparation of whatsoever. But I'm kind of getting, a bit of, regret taking place in current times. I do see incredibly motivated and ambitious, but again, be careful what you wish for, because, it's like, yeah, you do see this very beautiful star. But if you look at how, the Hermit also has this light and stuff like that, also the star, the thing is, it's like you could be heading off towards your dreams and stuff like that, or you could be heading off towards also, wanting to take action and stuff like that, or was it only a little lamp, that you thought, oh yeah, that's my dream come true, and then it was something that just did not, will show up to be like some kind of dream come true kind of, idea. But that's why we're going to also have to keep moving. Because in the future, you get 8 of Pentacles. Love it. Hard work, motivation. 5 of Pentacles reversed, leaving poverty. But yet I'm getting with the King of Wands, also, having no strength or courage or boldness within you in the future. My beloved Cancerian. you know, the reason why I give you these cards is not because I want to scare you in any way, but whatever you work on right now will contribute to you feeling more confident. So if you feel like that you have no kind of like, you know, preparation, or you feel unprepared for that matter, you know, that could, you know, cause one to feel like, you know, that they have no confidence within them, even though they are incredibly motivated in relieving poverty. But I'm just kind of worried because, you know, the general card is definitely Five of Cups. This is about disappointment of some kind. So I'm wondering if you could be, you know, suffering or struggling with any kind of disappointment in current times, because that is what could also be causing, you know, lack of clarity as well, even though you are incredibly ambitious for that matter and you're working incredibly hard to leave poverty. But yet, you know, your confidence level, it's kind of, you know, will probably needs to be worked on. Yeah. And that's, you know, at least my suggestion I would offer to you is I would definitely, you know, do whatever it takes in current times. You know, if you already feel like you have no confidence, I would try to at least improve that aspect so you could actually, you know, have a King of Wands moment in the future of strength, boldness, confidence galore in the future, because, you know, you're putting a lot of time and effort and you're leaving, you know, any kind of poverty situation for that matter. But let's do some clarification. Because regarding the Three of Wands reversed, the Moon, yes, you were definitely heading off towards this new voyage, or maybe this was some kind of retirement of some kind and you felt a bit unprepared. But yeah, you know, it's like with any kind of voyage, any kind of traveling, planning, anything for that matter, if you don't feel prepared whatsoever, you know, it's like, yeah, that, you know, that could also be resulting in the High Priestess reverse moment where you pretty much feel like that there's no kind of clarity for anything, or you feel like that you have no, you know, experience for that matter. But the thing is the past is always going to be our experience no matter what. But yeah, I do see that you could have not been prepared for this kind of new voyage for, or I mean, but on a positive note, you know, you do get some kind of star wish fulfillment, and you do get this new beautiful abundance of the Ace of Pentacles. So maybe, you know, this is you actually thinking, no, I don't have to be heading off towards any kind of journeys or offerings for that matter, because I'm heading off towards this a new beginning that will lead me to my star wish fulfillment. Because regarding the Star Wars fulfillment, you got Six of Wands, celebrations that took place in the past. Maybe this was a going away party, or maybe this was you actually reaching that beautiful Star Wars fulfillment of whatever it was. But yeah, there was something that was definitely worth celebrating. So, you know, it's like something maybe did come to an end, but I don't really see anything all too negative regarding coming to an end for that matter. But I do have, you know, sense a bit of regret in this reading. I mean, unless it doesn't resonate, but that's kind of, you know, since the Five of Cups is definitely, you know, a sense of disappointment and disparity, you know, for that matter. Yes, you know, well, something with incredibly beautiful in the past, but yeah, you know, in current times, you know, I'm sensing a bit of uncertainty at least. Because regarding the Ace of Pentacles, you got the Seven of Wands, so this was you actually incredibly ambitious. Now, it doesn't per se have to resonate even with retirement. It could also be that your star wish fulfillment of actually getting this job, and this is, you know, your motivation finally kicking in the, you know, the highest, you know, gear of your vehicle, of whatever it may be, and stuff like that. So I already saw a lot of motivation and inspiration taking place in the past for my beloved, amazing water signs. And I know how intelligent and intuitive you all are. I mean, I'm not really sensing really any, or I'm not really seeing any kind of water cards here aside from the High Priestess reverse, but that's kind of like having also, well, no faith and a bit of, you know, self-doubt and stuff like that as well. But I do see incredibly motivated and ambitious. Because regarding Chariot of more ambition, you get the Empress. So you were pretty much, or you're heading off towards new beginnings, fertility, abundance, you know, or maybe you could be heading off towards having a child, you know, sometime in the near future of some kind. But either way, the Empress is pretty much also a very grounded individual, very realistic and rational, stuff like that. And even, you know, since, you know, this is actually the second Virgo card that showed up afterwards, this is you actually coming maybe to terms with this whole planning, this whole voyage quest of money, finances, jobs, whatever it is, you know, included in this reading for that matter. But yeah, I do see, you know, something, you know, very beautiful taking place even in current times. So I think it's very beautiful, you know, especially, you know, since this could have also been your star wish fulfillment of abundance and new beginnings, whatever it was or is in current times. Wow. Because regarding the Hermit reversed, Six of Grail. So, you know, you're finally taking action, but you're also looking at the past in a very beautiful manner of thinking, yes, I finally did that. I'm in a very beautiful, you know, position right now. And I think it's very honorable and admirable for that matter, because the Six of Cups is looking at the past in a very happy in a very positive, manner of thinking, I finally did it. I overcame. I actually, achieved. Because the thing is when you are presented with positivity, it increases positivity within you. If you're being told, wow, you're doing such a great job and stuff like that, that usually does enhance happiness and saying, yes, I want to improve. I want to do more and stuff like that. Because if you're only hit with, all kinds of negativity, it could pretty much also cause one to also think, well, I have no motivation. Because if you keep, treating me in such a negative manner, you're not going to get somebody that's like saying, yes, I'm actually really happy about that, unless, of course, for a different reason. But yeah, I love that because regarding the High Priestess reverse, you get the Queen of Wands. So the thing is this could also be like maybe a bit of self-doubt, lack of clarity, no confidence and stuff like that. But with the Queen of Wands, a beautiful fire card, you could also have Leo somewhere in your star chart. But I mean, Leo is your neighboring, sign for that matter. But I do see, it's like that. Yeah, I do see, you want to take action, and sometimes, when you're about to put any kind of like time and effort to the test and stuff like that, it could cause one to feel like they're suffering from maybe lack of clarity, self-doubt for that matter. But I do see incredible confidence, aside from thinking, oh goodness, well, what if it doesn't work out or anything. I mean, the thing is, nobody ever knows what's around the corner or behind the curtain in any way. Nobody ever knows unless you pretty much already was foreseen, foretold, whatever the reason may have been. But nobody ever knows exactly yeah, what to expect, even in 5 minutes or 10 minutes for that matter. You can have a guess or a suggestion, but if it's actually going to equal, the exact thing, that's always a bit of an uncertain manner for that. But anyway, I just see that, you're doing incredibly excellent hard work and you're determined and ambitious. Because for 8 of Pentacles, you get the Knight of Cups. So you get the Prince of Grails, but the Knight of Cups is definitely a beautiful offering. I mean, this is one of your beautiful cards. Also, clarity, but this is actually, being presented with an offering, and you are incredibly motivated and determined and inspired to want to, will keep working, so you can actually leave any kind of poverty situation behind. I mean, the thing is, the saying, fake it till you make it, that it's there for a reason, created for a reason. Sometimes you have to force yourself. Sometimes you have to fake your way through any kind of uncertainties till it actually becomes, the reality, for that matter and stuff like that. So, yeah, for that matter, I do see incredibly, ambitious, and you're incredibly determined and inspired because you're definitely being offered something. Because for the 5 of Pentacles reversed, the Devil. Ooh, okay. Well, the Devil, you could have Capricorn somewhere in your star chart, or maybe the offering could be from a Capricorn for that matter. But what I'm actually seeing here is, the Devil is kind of a bit of a sneaky, deity, and maybe that's what could also be causing you to, lack, clarity. It causes self-doubt and any kind of, negative, feelings, in the end and stuff like that. I mean, or maybe this could also be contributing to the overall card of the 5 of Cups of disappointment and stuff like that. So, I mean, for the King of Wands reversed, you get the 10 of Wands. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to make sure, it all made sense and stuff like that. Because the thing is, this is where the Devil could also be trying to, will cause all kinds of problems and thinking, oh yeah, with this offering, I see incredibly motivated. But you know what? It's going to be a lot of hard work. It's going to be, causing you to be burdened. You're going to be burned out. You're going to be suffering. You're going to be struggling. Yes, you are going to be leaving poverty of some kind. But the Devil is going to try to keep you confined with self-doubt, lack of clarity, and no faith within yourself, because well, you will be hit with hard work and maybe feeling burdened in the future. But the thing is A, nothing worth having comes easy, and B, the thing is it's like hard work doesn't mean that it's all bad for that reason and stuff like that, because it's like, with lack of confidence, yes, you could be feeling burdened about something, but this could also be causing any kind of negative experiences regarding the 3 of Wands reversed, or even the 5 of Cups. Just causing any kind of, past, memories to show up to say, oh yeah, remember Cancer, how this and that, didn't work out. Remember how you failed. Remember how this and that was this bad and stuff like that. That's what the Devil is going to try to put into your mind. But you need to counteract it by actually showing and proving how strong and capable you are. Because even though you are going to be doing a lot of hard work and stuff like that, despite having no kind of confidence within yourself, yeah, it's important to counteract any kind of negative feelings and sensations by actually, we'll just, keeping up the hard work for that matter. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of, the only, or, the best solution I can offer for now for you. But I'm always, welcome for personal readings for that matter. But your personal reading, I mean, your special vampire card, you get the Four of Pentacles. I see stability for you. Of course, it looks like that this vampire is in need of rest and stuff like that and has his guard dog or whoever it may be here. But the Four of Pentacles is more or less telling you, okay, it's all going to be okay. You will be in a stable, grounded, down to earth, feeling where you pretty much feel confident again. So that's more or less what this, card is just saying, is as long as you just keep up the hard work and you just kind of get into the flow and swing of any kind of career or new, any kind of, new beginning for that matter. It makes anybody feel uncertain because you have to get into the flow of it all. But once you actually start, moving, as according to the rhythm or the waves or whatever it may be, everything, will pretty much, will cause a very beautiful, stable and grounded feeling in the future. Because your special oracle, witness, exactly, to know personal evidence and to speak out. And the only person who knows how strong and capable is you, for my beloved Cancer. Please always remind yourself and anchor yourself, anchor, and not anger, but anchor yourself with, any kind of, like a positive past experiences, because that's what the devil is going to be trying to do. It's going to try to bring the past back to you and to say, oh yeah, let's, we'll go down, we'll memory lane to that graveyard, and here's a shovel to start, digging up your past negative memories and stuff like that. But you need to counteract to say, no, devil, I know how strong and confident I am. I'm not ever going to be dealing with that negative experience again. Yes, I've learned from it and stuff like that, so I can improve and become a way stronger, capable, and inspired individual even in current times. Yeah. And that's the name of the game, is to actually, you are your best witness for that matter. So, okay. I'm going to finish off with 3 yes or no answers. Please feel free to pause this video. Think about the questions you want answered. I mean, you get the Sun upright, which is a yes card, but I'm not allowed to show the Sun, but you got it upright, which is very beautiful, and I do not care for it, but I love that you got it. Another Leo card. Though you got the 9 of Cups reverse, which is a no to answer number 2. So you got a yes and a no, and then you got another yes with the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, well, my beautiful Cancerians, I'm going to have to leave it at that. But if this reading resonated, please feel free to join and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for your love and devotion towards my channel and myself. I love you guys incredibly. In a few days, I'm going to go back to love readings. So for now, I'm just doing general and love readings. But I'm also open for personal readings. And all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, post in a little discussion box below that you want a personal reading. And I'll respond to you with my email. And then we'll start the process from there. But other than that, thank you so much. I love you guys incredibly. And best of luck on this journey.